All right. Hello to everybody that's watching this live. And then I've also, for this, I have people that call in on the phone. So welcome, everyone. I'm so glad to have you here. I was just chatting with someone in the room on the phone, and she mentioned being without heat, and I was saying that we've had this cold snap. We have not had a cold snap like this. It's been 2 weeks for me that the highest temperature has been like maybe 48 or something like that, and every single night getting down below freezing. So it's been pretty cold. But with the ULBs last Wednesday, they said, well, this is just Gaia purging. So that makes sense to me that we've got lots of changes going on. So anyway, I sent out my email today, and I was talking about the last meditation. Very, very, very good one. If you're like the people in the room, I know that they're here. I know that, these guys are here all the time. But if someone's listening to this, or if they pick up on this, go check out the last one. It was 2 weeks ago, which was July 19th, I think. I'm sorry, January 19th. And we've been hearing so much about universal energy and quantum energy and all of these different frequencies. And the goddess just took it and said, okay, we're going to blend it with this and rebalance, blend it with this and rebalance, going all the way through your chakras. It was really, really a good one, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Oh, good. Thanks. Could you feel a difference after you did it a few times, Kathy?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That quantum energy that she brought in to bring into each chakra was just amazing. I mean, I was on cloud 9 after doing it the first time.
Yeah. Well, someone has the video going in the background. If you can please mute, that would help keeping that reverberation from happening. But anyway, yeah. So I totally agree. Totally agree. I could feel such a difference. And what's interesting, I don't know if it, like 1 or 2 nights after that, I slept like 9 hours. I'm someone that doesn't need a lot of sleep. And for years upon years upon years, I would get maybe 5 hours, 6 at the most of sleep every single night. And so the last month or so, I've been sleeping 9 hours at night. Now, of course, the last couple of nights, it's only been 5 again. It's like, oh, wait a second, I don't do this anymore. But when I retired, I said, you know what? This is one of the things I noticed the most is I'm not tired anymore. So I think it was affecting me more than I realized, all that lack of sleep. So anyway, So here we are tonight for anyone that follows both channels. This is with goddesslight.net, and this is the meditation. As I was just discussing last time she worked with the chakras. I don't know what it's going to be about tonight. I've been kind of getting ideas and the sense of things, but we'll see what the goddess has to say. But you can look at I've got these going back. My website crashed in 2015, and I think I added maybe another year. So if you go to my website, you can see 10 years worth of meditations, and that's goddesslight.net. So everything that you can imagine, from working with your energies, working with your ego, working with clearing out the past, manifesting, just everything that you can imagine. And that's goddesslight.net. So the Universal Light Beings is my second channel, and they're more about, well, we were just talking about the universal light, the universal energy, and they're about bringing in that energy and bringing in that vibration. And Cristalli is about integrating it and living with it. And then Brasentia and Albayan are talking about what's happening right now and how the earth is changing and what a lot of these differences mean. So you get kind of 2 different types of channeling, depending on what it is you might be looking for. But welcome, everyone. Super glad to have you here. And we're just going to jump in and see what the goddess has to say.
The recording has started. All participants are muted.
As we gather this evening, I invite you to take this opportunity to focus on your breathing. Your breath is one way in which you can always connect, you can always ground your energies, you can always bring everything within. So as you take a deep breath in, breathe in through your nose, feel that breath of energy and light as it goes down into your heart or your lungs and your heart, and then breathe out. As you take in another breath, you can feel this breath of light. As you breathe in, it goes in through your nose, down into your lungs, into your heart center. And then from your heart center, it moves throughout your body. And you breathe in, you breathe out, allowing every breath that you take in to be a focused breath and a focus of awareness. As you take your last breath in, take another really deep breath and breathe all the way down into your abdomen. You hold that for a moment, just letting that be here. And then as you breathe out, let go of any tension or stress. Let go of any distractions that you may have around you so that you can be here in this now moment, having this experience. Breathe in and breathe out, feeling how everything is connected within you. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out in this now moment, gathering everyone together, whether it's the people that are physically present on the call or whether you're joining us later. It's all coming about in this now moment. So with every breath that you take in, you are breathing in the energy that is around you. You let it move up and down through your physical body. And then every time that you breathe out, you're pulling from your body anything that may be a distraction, anything that no longer serves you. And the more that you're breathing in, the more it's moving from your physical to your mental, your emotional, your spiritual. So as if you breathe in, going all the way out to your aura, and then you breathe out, bringing your aura back in and letting go so that everything can clear out. We talk so often about breath. We talk about changes that are taking place. We talk about wherever it is that you may be within your life and where it is that you may want to go to throughout this process. Every time that you breathe in, you're breathing the essence of whatever it is that may be around you. However, as you're breathing in and as you're focusing inside of you, you are connecting to that place inside that is aligned with your higher self, that is aligned with your soul or with the universe. So truth is, your breath is even more important than you can realize. Taking another breath, just feeling it as it goes all the way down within you. And then breathe out. As you connect with your heart center, picture, if you will, your heart chakra, as it begins to spin, your energy bodies are always spinning, sometimes in a very sluggish way, sometimes in a very fast way. But each time that you connect into your heart, you're letting all of your energy come and be focused right there within the center of you. And as you tap into that motion of this chakra, it's allowing it to expand because you are focusing upon it. You let that stream of energy move down. It goes through your solar plexus, your sacral center, your root, and it goes all the way down into the earth. As it's moving into the earth, you can feel it as it expands out even further. Take a moment to connect with Gaia. Take a moment to feel the energies of Gaia as you are here, sending your own down into the earth. You then let that vibration or that energy or that flow come back up through the energy bodies. And once again, you feel it in your heart center. You let it continue to go up. It goes through your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline energy bodies. And it links to your higher self. Pay attention to whatever may be here within this space. Pay attention to how you are expanding because you're allowing your focus to be here and present. You then let that stream continue upward. It goes up, following that thread of light, that thread of energy, until it connects to your soul. As you allow your consciousness and your focus to go up through that thread of energy, as you connect into your soul, feel how everything expands even bigger. Everything is about perception. When you are here in the higher vibration, you perceive a much greater expansion than what you did in your human self. When you were there in your higher self, you could feel how it was expanded from your human. So as if you are, what is that called? An hourglass. You at the center is your heart center. And then you get bigger as you go to your higher self and bigger as you go to your soul. You get bigger as you go down into the earth plane and bigger as you're connecting and feeling Gaia. As you're working with all these energies, we are seeking to expand, open the energy as it's moving through your physical body so that it may be something that allows you to expand further and allows you to feel that flow of energy even more. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. I reach out to embrace you. And as our energies merge with one another, you shift, moving up into the all that is. As you arrive within the all that is, your consciousness goes out even further. This is a very high vibration. It is a place where you come to learn about you, to learn about the universe, and to practice working with the energies. So as you arrive within this space, find that which is yours, that where you have a tendency to go each time. And look around. As you look at yourself, take a moment to discern your chakras. So, as if you, your consciousness, is this ball of energy, you are looking at a hologram that represents you as your physical self. So, as you look at this experience or expression for who you are, pay attention to the chakras. Starting at the root. If there's anything else that's ready to be cleared that has not yet cleared, we just send a little ball of energy into it that it may clear out. Your sacral center. Again, you feel that energy as it's spinning around. You clear out. Your solar plexus. You feel that energy or see that energy. It clears out. Your heart. Your throat. Your third eye. And your head center. So as if you are looking at yourself, pay attention to your chakras. We just connected to each one of them. But if there is something that is either not moving as smoothly, or it feels constricted, or even if it feels way too open, set the intention that you connect to whatever that may be, bringing it back into balance. And as it comes into balance, you can see how everything within and around you is clear. You can feel as your consciousness is connecting with this hologram of you, you can actually sense or feel whatever is happening within that hologram. And you can see things more clearly as you look upon it. Tonight, I would like to connect with your consciousness so that you can practice being in the moment. you can just merge with that hologram where your chakras are all in balance. And when we speak of being in the moment, there are different levels associated with it. One is your thoughts. Are your thoughts paying attention to whatever you see around you? Are your thoughts observing what may be going on? Are your thoughts distracted by something else around you that is trying to get your attention? When we speak of being in the now moment, I invite you to practice paying attention to where your thoughts are located. It always makes me laugh because so many people say, well, my thoughts are always thinking. I'm always going a mile a minute. How can I isolate just one thing? Indeed, those are your thoughts. Here in the All That Is, you have the opportunity to kind of slow things down. As you practice tapping into whatever your thoughts may be, you can put forth an intention that maybe you see it in slow motion. I'm noticing that especially as things slow down, it settles your mind so that you can then acknowledge whatever's on your mind, whatever those thoughts may be. Let us practice that for a minute. I acknowledge, and you can state whatever it is that may be stuck in your mind or going around and around. And then you just pull it out and let it go. I notice for some it comes right back in again. So if something keeps returning as you look at it, have a very clear intention of understanding whatever it is that it wants you to know. Is it something about work, something about a family member, something you need to finish? Whatever it may be, let it come up to you and acknowledge, yes, I know that needs to get done. Yes, I know that's going on. Yes, I understand that I have these responsibilities on my shoulders. But in this now moment, I'm going to shift it to the side and let it wait over there. This time, I can feel how the majority of you were able to then find this space where your thoughts can just relax for a moment and you can be present in the moment. Your thoughts are always thinking. So let's give it something that you can let stream through your mind. Sometimes there's a particular color that is very soothing to you. Let whatever that color be, just swirl through. And as you let your thoughts focus upon that color, you can absorb whatever energy is associated with it. Sometimes you may see it as a cloud. Whatsoever it is that works for you, that lets your mind continue that motion, but in such a way that you are slowing down and it is relaxing your thoughts. Be in the moment. Be present with quiet. Let us consider emotions. Once again, you're letting your focus be on this moment. And since we've already done some other ways of helping to smooth things out, as you take this moment and consider your emotions, just see if anything pops in for you to pay attention to. For some, I notice that you discern multiple different emotions that are moving through your energy body. Others, it's just one that's a predominant. Here, in this moment, ask to know what is the most predominant emotion that is moving through me. And as you consider what that is, if it's something that you would like to release, then just as with your thoughts, acknowledge that emotion and then let it go. I noticed for some of you, it's as if that opened up a door and anger, fear, frustration, multiple different emotions came barreling through. So whatever it is that you are feeling in this now moment, let it move past you. Let it come in and then let it go out. You can choose if there's a particular emotion that you would like to stay with you. Whatever that emotion may be, you allow it to come into your consciousness. You let it move up and down through all your energy bodies. And then it merges with your thoughts and your beliefs or whatever it is that's in your mental body. This is helping you to balance the physical, mental, emotional. It helps you to balance everything so that you can be centered and in a place that lets the energies move freely. As this is calming down, then ask to see if there's anything that you might have missed because of other distractions or other experiences. If there is something that comes up, look at what that may be, whether it's an emotion, thought process, a belief. Let whatever it is just come up. If it's something that's helpful to you, then you integrate it in to that balance that you are creating. If there are things that you have been missing because you've been busy and distracted and you don't take the time to stop and slow down, then look and see what that may be now, because you have taken the time to slow down. You have taken the time to connect within. And so as if you are looking to see, is there anything that's been trying to get my attention? Let it come up within you now. You can just feel the flow and that motion. As we're here in the all that is, you are deeply connected into your soul essence, and the universal light is all right here around you. So through this balanced state, look as if out into the universe, look as if you are looking at your soul, look and open up to that which is you at the very core essence of who you are. And then allow that soul energy to move through this balance. It's as if it comes in and makes everything even bigger. It comes in and it helps you with whatever is coming up to your awareness. This is that spiritual aspect of who you are. And it always allows you to expand even further as you integrate this within your physical, your mental, your emotional bodies. And you are here in this now moment. You're feeling the balance. You're feeling the energies. You're feeling all of who you are. Feel your soul as it's moving through. You, as your soul, are amazing. Take in the beautiful colors. Take in the unconditional love. Take in the knowledge and awareness that you can do anything. You can be anything because you are in this moment experiencing the balance of it all. There is such light. There is such joy. There is such love. If there's something from within the universe, you're looking out at the universe, you're looking out at your galaxy. So if there's something from the universe that you might be seeking, or if you want to just be open to receive, let that universal light and universal energy move through you, helping you once again to align with that quantum energy, that universal energy, the high vibrational frequency that is all around you. For some of you, it's helpful to take a snapshot of what this is, meaning something that you can feel or an image that represents this. Take that snapshot so that at any time during your day, you can take some deep breaths in, picture that image of what it is to be in the now moment and to be completely balanced. And you can always go back into that with just a couple of breaths. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. I invite all of you to come back together as a group. You can see everyone here. And as you look, you can see the other people and what they look like when they're in their balance. See how you reflect off one another, supporting one another. And then the angels and light beings anchor even more of the universal light within this space. Coming up from within the center, you see that hologram of the earth. I invite each one of you, of course, including all the angels and light beings, to just infuse into this hologram. This is what it feels like to be centered and balanced in this now moment. And as you consider that, feel what it is. Feel that essence. And you send that down into the hologram. There's that piece that goes out to the universe. It's a way of anchoring and balancing. The remainder goes down. It goes through the various layers of the earth. It anchors within the center of the earth and then comes up. It goes through the various layers. It connects with the energies and the beings that live within the earth until it comes up through every surface. Where you anchored, you are bringing up your own experience of balancing in the now moment. It's available to everybody, whether they are conscious or unconscious of tapping into it. And the more that you're anchoring yourself and you're expanding your physical reality, allow the remainder to come back down from the all that is. It goes through your soul. It comes down through that stream of energy. Check out your higher self. How does this look to you now? Are you picking up things you did not notice before? And then you come straight back down, coming down into your body once more. And as you do so, just take a moment or two to just feel what it is to be back within your physical body. Feel what it is to be anchored and connected to the earth. Be quiet for a moment, letting go of everything so that you can return to that balance and that being in the now moment. Let this clear out your unconsciousness so that you are much more fully aware of yourself and of what it is to be within this space. Let this integrate with every deep breath that you take in. If you would like to ask a question, you can enter the queue. You would press *6 on your phone.
Q&A session has started.
And we will answer as many questions as we can. If you're watching on the video, there's the phone number that you can call to get into the queue.
Good evening, Goddess.
Hello.
I came in a little late tonight, but I feel like I've been with the group and asking to be with the group all day as I had to rebalance and ground and take a little hike. What do you see going on with me now? And also when I came back in tonight, it was like deja vu, like I've done this before.
Fabulous. We love that. We love that. So what's interesting is when you said, what do I need to know, or what, you were asking us, it felt as if there were things from the accident or things from that whole experience. Maybe it was a bit of a residual of the trauma that you went through, but it felt as if there was trauma that needed to be cleared out and released. And it's not that it's there and it's going through the whole thing again, but you've moved to a higher level. You vibrate at a higher frequency. And so at this frequency, especially with the deep, deep, deep clearing and balancing this evening, it felt like that just came up again to say, let's clear this again. And it feels like it was so traumatic. It went through multiple different layers of your consciousness and vibration. And so it just popped up, said, let's clear out. And then we can come back into this center and balance. So then when you said you had deja vu, we wondered, was it relating to this? Or was the deja vu that, oh, wait a second, I'm already a high vibrational being. I don't need to go back into that low vibration. I'm already here. I've already done this. I'm already centered. I'm balanced. And that is my normal. Does that make sense how we saw those two things?
Yes, and I was so thankful that I felt that way, exactly. It's like I had to work at it today. I was even talking about the accident several times with people, which shocked me. It's like, why am I talking about this still? Have I released it all, or can we bring it up and do a release now real quick?
You have
bring it up, go.
Yeah, you have released it. This was more so just like when people get something and it's that onion issue that goes around and around. It's like it's there to say, hey, are we going to go back into this, or are we good? And our message is that you're good. If your message is, maybe I'm not so good, maybe I do still need to clear it, then you can just go ahead and clear it on your own. But as we look at you, it feels like it was just there for you to acknowledge, and then you move on. It does not feel as if it's a lot of energy or anything that's stuck.
Right. I thought it was odd that it came up, and I'm going, how weird. I better take the hike and do some clearing. And I did that. And then when I jumped in tonight, it was like, deja vu. How many lifetimes have we all done this together?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Exactly. So it actually feels a little bit too like, what were we saying? Sorry, we just lost our train of thought. It's another way of showing you that you no longer let your quote unquote story define you. because you've healed it, you've moved beyond it. And I mean, just think about how long it was, oh, I had this accident and then this happened and this and this and this, you know, that was the whole focus. So seeing it like this, giving you the opportunity to look at it, to us, seeing you look at it in just a very detached way, like, yeah, that did happen to me, but nah, not a deal anymore. And then you just move on.
I'm in charge. I'm in charge.
Yep, indeed.
Got it.
Indeed. So good job there.
Thank you, Goddess.
You're welcome.
Much love.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
You know, in my own history, when I try to walk in a higher vibration and when I'm center, and I work in a low vibration place, and I, you know, living in the city, I attract all kind of things, people. But what I observe most for me is when I'm center and very aware, I find that that the crazy people, that I want to say mentally disturbed, they kind of like pop out of whatever it is they're being, and they kind of like really turn their head and observe me, and they're almost like an energy vampire. So, and they get all really like, super excited, like an arousal of addiction or something. But I maintain my center and move on. But I don't know if it does that now with the level we're working with. Can you give me a little bit insight? Am I attracting these crazy because of my belief system, or what's going on?
You know, if anything, that's what it would be, is your belief system. Because when we look at you, well, and plus just talking about someone that's centered, that they're balanced, then that is intrinsically a place where low vibrational beings or energy vampires, they can't get to you because you're centered, you're balanced, you're in the flow, you're in that motion. So it might just be that objective part of you because you've worked with them for so long, just as noticing them, but they cannot get to your energy. And if they do, it's because you're opening a doorway to let them in. And so that's the whole purpose of being able to ground and center and balance and do these things. And like when we were up in the All That Is, we saw you creating this image, and that's something that you can then just bring into your energy field, like every time as you're going into work, and then periodically throughout the day, just let that image be there so that you're not analyzing, you're not tapping into emotions, you're not tapping into or thinking about anything. That image is automatically putting you into that place of balance. So in that's what being centered, well, centered means you're letting your focus be within you, so you're not letting your focus be on things outside of you that are trying to distract or pull you down. Balanced means that you're balancing your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. You're balancing all of that so that you can be at a high light vibration. You can be present within yourself. You can let go distractions, thoughts, beliefs, whatever it may be. And so if something comes up for you and you think, oh man, there's those energy vampires again. They always want to be around me. Well, you know, you can observe them in a detached way and then just like blink, not an issue. Just let them go. And that way you are staying in your center, you're staying in your balance, you're clearing out the past experiences, and that's allowing you to be even stronger in that moment. Does that make sense?
Well, the last time this guy, he ran all the way, I was in the elevator, he ran all the way into the elevator, and he started acting like Jim Carrey, and he got like into my face, and he does all these mimic and facial stuff, and then I got off my floor and move on, but that's what I'm talking about. They just run to me, and they start acting out like in front of me, like a clown.
So then you can engage, which would be, you know, telling them, hey, get out of my face. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Hey, just you're bothering me. Get out of here. That's engaging. That's letting them come into your energy. It's pulling down your energy because you're opening up the doorway. You're connecting to them. Or you can just look at them as if they don't even exist. They're not even there. And that keeps you 100% detached, 100% not engaged in any way, shape, or form. And they do their funky things or whatever, and you're just looking down at your phone or reading something as if they're not even existing in your reality. When you do that, then they have zero energy that they can pull into. They have zero energy to have a reaction. And then, like we're seeing this image, and then your floor comes, you get off the floor and you're just laughing your head off as you're walking down the hall, and you've not given them anything, but you've stayed in your place and you're present within yourself, and you're not getting drawn in. Is that something you think you can do?
Well, I have been doing it, but I don't know why. Throughout my life, I have these people that does it just like the fourth time. But even though I remain calm and peaceful and walk away from them and not feeding them, it's just that I get those people.
Well, you'll get them less and less and less when you don't engage. So being able to just walk away and just not, they've been there. They've always been around you because of the life experiences that you've had in this lifetime. They're there as a reflection of the duality. There's the crazy end of the spectrum, and I'm here at the balanced end of the spectrum. And for whatever reason, there's a part of you that needs to see that duality, needs to see both sides of the spectrum. This is where I am. This is where they are. And so when that no longer is a lesson for you, it's a total non-issue, then it won't show up anymore.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, let's see.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
When you're living your life and you're walking through your days or experiencing your days, that's when you get many, many, many different stimuli. Sometimes in your thoughts, sometimes in your emotions, sometimes in your physical reality, and even your spiritual in your everyday life. So practicing how you can quickly and easily and smoothly be in that place of balance, be in that place where you are centered and your soul essence or your universal light is flowing up and down within you with greater and greater ease. That is when you just move smoothly then through your life. You can choose as you seek to manifest. You can let go anything at all that no longer serves you. And you can be fully present in the now moment, living your life. Beloved, you've all got this. Know that I am ever with you and within you. Ansaluia.